So I couldn't get on earlier. Fuck. Pinchy cats. Give me a second. I'm trying to grab my food. These guys are trying to get my food. They trying to get my food. Hold on, man. Hold on with me. Fucking cat. Lord have mercy. You guys just love being the center of attention. Little attention whores. This shit crazy. But you know what gets crazier? When y'all homie try to blaze you up. Keep a gun tucked because I know I'm not taking none. Fucking pin Chippendale Kitty. You ain't getting my food. Who told you get my food? You ain't getting my food. Fuck that. You're not getting my food. That shit don't work here. You're not getting my food. No way. No way. There's no way, y'all. I'm not letting it happen. Wanted to eat before I got on, but I guess I gotta do what I gotta do it. So that's just how it happens. Like, I gotta deal with this shit. Fuck. These cats just don't understand. They want to be a part of everything. Always. Always, always, always. Oh, I'm back. How we all doing today, guys? Oh, get my fucking food. Can't let them have that. Oh, God. Always trying to take my food. You know you got the food. What's happening with y'all? Told you I'd be back on. I'm trying to stay thorough. This is brought to you by Coinbase, cryptocurrency. You know, shout out to Bill. It ain't Bullet Bill from Mario, but Bill. But this is brought to you by Coinbase and their reward system. If you guys into cryptocurrency, instead of just using a credit card or your bank card and getting a receipt, you get some crypto, Bitcoin, Ethereum, whatever. That is the new. It's happening with you. What's happening? It's your boy Willem here. But yeah, free advertisement brought to you by Coinbase. Anybody with it, get with it now. Get in where you fit in because it's becoming the new currency. So behave, get paid. Oh yeah, that's not my problem. Sounds like you got a problem. Yeah. Sounds like you've got a problem. I ain't even got a grill in my mouth, you fucking goof. God, so fucking deluded, ain't you, buddy? I ain't got no grill in my mouth, dumbass. Don't start it already. Don't start it. It don't matter, though. This is one of them good problems. Fake grills. There ain't no grill in my mouth, dumbass. Stop diluting yourself. I love when you guys go and get all goofy. I love it. I love it. Nah, nobody's tough. You gotta be a man who can stand. That's about it. I'm gonna stand up for myself. I ain't no fucking Vic. I don't get. You want to know what, dude? He's a fake grills. This ain't a grill. They're permanent, 18 gold. Who gives a fuck? I don't talk about them. You had to bring them up. You see a grill? A grill, it would be a piece I could take out. It doesn't have no bridge. They're perms. They're permanent. So I've had them in for a hot minute. So that fucking guy can go fucking rub one out in the corner somewhere. Fake grills. Get the fuck off me, dumbass. Go put some pressure on your back somewhere and read a book. Knowledge is power. Behave, you. How's everybody doing tonight, though? Everybody have a productive day? Because I'll tell you this right now, it's driving me nuts that I'm out of work. I'm collecting workman's comp, but I don't give a fuck. I want to be back at work, so this is like my only salvation, coming back on here and filling that void until I get the okay from the doctor. Because I'd rather be at work, honestly. But not because of this. I'm just saying, like, I'm, elevating with deadly purpose, absent negative thoughts. Only with the task at hand. Yeah, I'm a finisher by default. My moderator just probably belted that ass. Fake grills. Whatever you say, Goofy. Just remember, I didn't ask you to come on, so stop with the bullshit. I want to know how everyone's doing. Everybody have a good day? That's all that matters. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. Yeah, I've been busy. Just trying to keep my mind full, just fill that void. Because if you don't fill that void, idle hands, the devil's workshop. Devil works overtime. Ah, another fucking con job, huh? I'm supposed to entertain that bullshit. Yeah, I'm gonna say something. Nobody making you come on here. So you want to use your precious time that you can't get back in life to be sitting here fucking doing what you do? Go ahead. Because all you're doing is helping me trend. Stop deluding yourself, you chump. I didn't ask you to be on here. No one's holding you against your will. You're not chained to an organ grinder. You ain't got a gun to your head. So if you don't like it, make a U-turn and move it like you're fast forward. Rotate. Get the fuck on. Otherwise, sit down and behave. Before somebody applies belt to that fucking ass. Because I ain't got to do it right there. People want to come on and start talking. Go ahead. Just remember, nobody's forced to be on here. Hey, leave in a split second, as quick as you come on, as quick as you can go off. Nobody's forcing you to be here. So if you want to take your precious time that you can't get back in life and be on here and doing whatever, so be it. Just remember what comes with it. You get what you give. That's all there is to it. You don't like the facts? Do something. Otherwise, sit down and behave. You ain't doing by helping me try. I love opinions. Like belly buttons and assholes. Everyone has them. So you can keep yapping that fucking hole that you call your mouth and your face. Yeah. It means nothing to me. You're helping me trend, though. Thank you. You want to act like a little fucking kid? I guarantee you're going to get treated like a little fucking kid. So get the fuck on. Because you ain't supposed to be on here. You want to be dumb. See? My mod just slumped you. My mod just slumped your ass. I'm sitting here trying to eat dinner. Motherfucker want to be on bullshit? Go ahead, be on bullshit. Now, I ain't gonna explain shit to you. I'm on here to help the people who want to be on here. This channel is universal. It's about prevention, awareness, being able to relate. It's a universal channel. Unlike 99% of those fucking channels out there, all about one single topic. Nah. This is where we can all get together and, just, get in where you fit in. Simple as that. I haven't been on a lot lately. I'm not going to lie. I've been a little bit depressed. I have a lot of fucking shit going on. I've got a lot of shit going on. I'm doing my best to fill this void. Like, somebody pulled some dumb shit at work. Trying to hurt me. Little fucking playing stupid fucking games. Motherfucker won a stupid prize. Well, guess what? Now I'm sitting around getting fucking paid. And I don't like it. I'd rather be at work getting paid because none of this shit I can't file taxes on. I can't put it in my 401k. But it is what it is. Things could be worse. I've been up against worse for less. So it's all right. It is all right. I'm not in the closet eating. I'm not. You said I'm in the closet. Hell no. Hell no. No, I have, this is my area until I can, accommodate better. This is my accommodation. So, like, what do you want me to do? It's better than nothing. Like, I want to make sure that I can be on here for the people who are here for, want to be here. So, that's why I'd come on. But, like, usually, I try to stay consistent and thorough, but, like, life loves to throw you curveballs. No, it's cool. I'm glad you said something, because if you don't say nothing, you won't know. Just like if you don't try, you'll never know. Sometimes you gotta just stand up and fucking be somebody, Sometimes you just gotta stand up and fucking become someone. And I'll tell you this right now, that's what's hurting me the most, because I'm elevating a lot at work. Like halfway, getting forklift EPJ certified, that all come to a halt. I operate, so, but that all comes to a halt. Like, it pisses me off. I gotta sit here and wait to get a doctor's order clearing me to go back to work, and I don't know when that's gonna happen. So you guys are gonna be seeing me a lot more, almost like when my hand was busted up and I had to have surgery. I did most of my fucking physical therapy at home on lives, doing lives 3-4 hours, 3.5 4-hour lives every night. Cut my healing time down. I went to work 13.5 weeks early. So, I had to apply belt to ass. So, like now, it sucks. Yeah, it does suck. And the thing is, I'm a live wire, so, like, I can't, it's not about sitting around. I can't sit around. So, like, you can only do so much. So, like, earlier today, I finally cleaned my car because, I'm, like I said, I live at work most of the time. I'm at work so much, I pretty much live there. So, it's like, yeah. My car is like a landfill, so, I had to clean that motherfucker up. And I went, washed it. And, yeah, you see a change of scenery because I switched out rooms. I let my daughter have the bigger room. I felt like she deserved it, and I don't need that much room because, not gonna lie, growing up, I was locked up a lot. So, like, I don't need much room. I know how to take what I got. No, I need a. What are you talking about? You keep running that fucker. Come on, keep running. I know you back. I see you're wasting your own fucking time that you can't get back. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for helping me train. You ever heard all publicity is good publicity? That's you. That's you. Little baby in the corner. Bye-bye, fucking dummy. Meanwhile, you broke your leg and something like that. Yeah, you all know that's fucked up. When I broke my hand, man, you gotta see. If you look at anybody that's been following me, if you look at my old content, you can see when I broke my hand, like when they did surgery, they had to re-break it because it was healing so fast. And my physical therapy, that shit got triple booked, so it went from me having to start doing it at home. That's why I was doing it on lives. Like, you straight up would see me. I would always be like, keeping that shit going. I got titanium pins and screws in this motherfucker in place. So, like, but I'm alive. I'm blessed. I'm here. Self-efficient. Because when I first started this channel, I didn't have a license. I didn't have a license 99% of my life. This November, it'll be 3 years I've had a license. Because, I was so fucking crazy back in the day. I just was brutally honest with everything. Like, you don't need a license to drive. You need a license to drive legally. Just like when you drive without a license, you have to be lucky every time. The motherfucking police got to be lucky only once. So, when you take advantage of something you think's a right, when it's really a privilege, they make you jump through hoops of fire like a Barnum and Bailey circus bear. So it took me like 5-6 years just to get a fucking permit. And I had to be on the permit, not get in trouble. And then somebody stole my permit with my SR22, and you have to legally have that shit on you, like, just because it comes up, or you go to, it would just smoke me again. So, like, I'd be stuck on an island like Gilligan. I didn't lose my job, but I have my license now. Like I said, November, it'll be motherfucking 3 years. And it feels good. It feels really good. Really, really good. I'm sorry. Yeah. I mean, there's a closet right over in here. There's a closet over in here, but I'm not in a closet. That's funny though. Thanks for putting a smile on my face. Yeah. Like I said, I've got a lot of shit going on, so like I'm trying to get on a bit more. I'm just thankful for everybody who's been behind me and hasn't turned their back on me. Because like I said, we all sometimes get a dark clouded place in our mind, troubled concerns, weighing concerns on a troubling mind. That shit can be hard to handle. So like sometimes you just feel like you in the dumps, no matter what, like just trying to do what the fuck is right. And it's like sometimes you be doing everything right and certain things will be going wrong. And you just got to take a step back because, don't rush things and don't doubt yourself. Doubt is the true enemy. Don't doubt yourself. Just fucking, just have faith, you know, a real person knows their limitations, but set goals for yourself, because that's what I did. And that's what I still do. And don't be in competition with nobody but yourself. If you got people around you and you're elevating a positive form and they don't like it and they start talking shit, separate yourself because they don't want to see you grow. I had a lot of that. And I don't got to say no names. It's just, I know people that are still being taken care of by mama or daddy. My dad's been gone. He'll be, this October, gone 35 years. So you know what? Like these guys don't know what it's like to go through real strife. Like these motherfuckers have been placated their whole life. Like I didn't have that, and and I'm not saying I had it really bad, but not all of us have it the same, and that's what life's about: trials and tribulations. You can learn from a mistake. There's always something good to salvage from a bad thing, and vice versa. So like, on top of it becomes a learning curve. I mean, unless you keep doing the same fucking thing for a different result, that's sanity. And that is like, come on, it's like winning is enough. Yeah, and you want to know what's fucked up? That's what happened to me. I got a misdemeanor DUI back in 2006. My cab ride was more than my bail to get home. Yeah. Hell yeah. Fucked up, I'll tell you. Especially Illinois, man, they don't play around. They send motherfuckers a joint. Like I wouldn't probably get one now, but like if I did, like let's just put it this way. A lot of people don't know the law that well. I do. Because I've been through a lot of fucking shit. I know what it's like to look down the barrel of 40 fucking years, and it's not a good feeling. It'll make you go on autopilot, especially when you ain't got no fucking bail. And when you feel like you have nothing to lose, you will do anything. You will literally, like, you just, fuck this. Like, this is what it is. But you got to come to the realization that, you put yourself there. You got to take accountability for your actions. You can't be playing past the puck. I mean, but like, let's say when I caught that misdemeanor DUI, I flipped the car, right? Let's say I hurt myself and that they would have hit me with a felony aggravated DUI. And instead, let's say I had to do some time, it wouldn't have been 50%, it would have been 85. And yeah, it's just, I'm glad that shit's over with, but I was a fucking hellion, like, my dad died when I was 9. 2 weeks later, I started going to juvie. Became institutionalized. Love that shit. Like, I didn't give a fuck. Now I do. I haven't been in trouble in over 10 years. I mean, yeah, I'm going to join as an adult, but I was blessed. Came home the same year I went in. I can see. You ain't got to illustrate to me. Fucking con job. Misery loves company, I can tell you that. God, look at that shit. Oh, get out the pooper scooper. Somebody went bye-bye. Later. Dumbass. I'll tell you, some of these yeah, man, it's been a journey because if you go back and look at my old content, you know I ain't got no license. You see me fighting, you hear me talking about it. Like they don't hide shit. You know I don't have just like when I got my permit, I started doing lives while I was driving around. I finally got a new fucking phone phone holder for like you put on your fucking windshield. The one I bought sucked. Well, I got one that goes into your vent, and it's a real good one. So it's nice. So I'll start being able to do like lives while I'm out and about too. I mean, I would have did one tonight when I went to go do my car, but who wants to fucking watch me fucking vacuum my car and wash it? You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't, I just knew I was gonna come on tonight, so I'm just happy that people come on and like I said, we can all coincide together because it's so easy to do the wrong thing. Living with it's the hard part. That's the truth. It's so easy to go out and do the wrong thing or the bad thing or something stupid like fucking con job popping up like a fucking mushroom. His brain's a mushroom because he drinks too much zombie piss. That's why he keeps coming on and letting me know he's back. I don't give a fuck. Keep popping up. And you gonna keep getting slumped. Until then, whatever. I'm gonna do me. You gonna do you even know what the fuck you're doing? Because I know what I'm doing. Like I said, some people are just misunderstood. I believe he's one of them people. Very misunderstood. He'll learn. Whoever the fuck that is, he'll learn. But I just want everybody to know that a lot of people are afraid of change. Yeah, you're fucking right. When I was young, I was terrorizing people. I was straight terrorizing people, and I got off on it. And what's fucked up is, stopped getting in trouble. Paroled from prison in '09. Made it off parole. One of my best friends got killed a couple years later. That fucked me up bad. That fucked me up real bad. That fucked me up bad. He been gone 14 fucking years now. Hey, what's up? How you doing, Jen and Daniel? Yeah, my guy, man, he been gone 14 years, it sucks. But shit happens, and that's why you can't take life for granted. And, by default, there's certain things we take for granted. Like the air we breathe, the water we have, just things we don't realize other people completely go without, or it's just non-existent to them. So it's like, we gotta fucking do better. I didn't. Okay, as a juvenile, I probably did about 3 or 4 years altogether, but county time, like I don't know, 6 months here there. When I went to the joint, I think like 7 months. Like I said, I paroled the same year I went in. I got charged for shooting my neighbor. He called the police on me, and they charged me to shoot him. And then like 3 days later, fucking, they had to amputate his leg. So they brought some more charges on me during holiday court, brought me back in and gave me no fucking bail. I mean, I laughed about it because it was like, you guys are fucking fighting over me having $100,000 bail to a $300,000. I said bail's formality. If I didn't bail out on 100,000, 10%, I'm not going nowhere. What do you suggest? No fucking bail. I'm not going nowhere. So I got no bond. They hit me 2 charges: solicitation, commit murder. Yeah, they offered me while I sat there 38 years at 85%. Made me sick to my fucking stomach. Because, the adult case I had prior to that was 4 years prior, in '05. Somebody threatened to kill my mom, hurt my people. So, I went over and tried to do that to them. They called the police on me. That case, I luckily beat. I threw some Molotov cocktails at the motherfucker and at his house. But I beat the case because he got caught with some heroin on parole, and IDOC wouldn't release him to fucking testify in my trial. So, the case fell apart. But what I'm trying to get at is, that shit used to be like my reputation. Like it used to get me somewhere. I look at it now and I'm like embarrassed. There's times where I've cried about it. Like, how the fuck could I be so fucking distraught and think it's okay to fucking do this? I have no, like you don't have. You want to play God? You want to fucking try to play God? It's not a good thing. Because you'll see what the fuck happens. It takes a split second. It takes a fucking lifetime to build a reputation and only seconds to crumble it. Some people don't think before they act. They have no impulse control or restraint. I was one of those people. I was a fucking live wire. I already knew what the fuck I was going to do. I used to chase motherfuckers down, do crazy shit. That shit's not cool. You will pay for that. Whether you got away with it with the law or not, karma will make sure you're even with the fucking house. That is a fucking fact. I'm still paying to this day. I'm in the installment plan with karma. Baddest bitch who ever lived, and I won't meet her until I depart this world. But guess what? She makes sure we all even with the house. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Big Burn takes its fucking turn, the Ring of Fire. Get that ass burnt the fuck up and watch the fuck out. You'll know what's up. You don't want it. Especially when you have kids. Like, you don't want to fucking grow up having your kid look at you through a window, or now with this video shit. Ever since Corona and all that shit, putting videotation centers. Fuck that. I've never had my kid come see me. She was a little baby, my youngest. Now she's a young woman. So, and I'm very proud of her. She's doing the polar opposite of what I did at her age. And I believe me instilling that in her and her showing her what I did go through really gave her a real perspective, because this is the big thing. And they don't want to tell nobody that. That's why it's so easy for somebody to go out and do something. When you ain't got a father and you ain't got that direction and, that stability, that support system, it's so easy to get pulled into the streets. And I'm going to let you know this right now. A lot of motherfuckers go to gangs. I didn't have to gang bang. And I'm going to tell you this right now. I didn't want to, but I was out doing gang banging shit. And this is the thing. This is what the state don't want to tell you. You don't have to gang bang to be a man or take care of your shit or be a savage in the fucking street. And that's a fact. A person can only take so much. Everybody got a beast locked inside of them. A lot of people are desensitized, or they become desensitized, and they lose empathy, remorse, fear. And they turn into a fucking robot. Yeah, and then you're on fight or flight. And it's not cool. A couple times I've almost lost my whole life to the system. Like, fuck that shit. Lost a lot of friends to the graveyards in the system. Yeah, and you ain't a real man if you don't fucking take care of your family. You're not a real man. You gotta take care of your fucking business. So, just do what you gotta do. Do the best you can with what you've got. With the cards life deals you. Because there is no, I'm taking a mulligan. We're not doing that. This ain't fucking golf. I'm going to take a mulligan. No, there is no real. Everyone wants to move like they can fast forward and crash the fuck out. But there's no reset button or rewind button in life. And unless you got a flying submarine or a time machine, you're popped. Don't do it to yourself. Think before you act. Think. Think long and hard, because one split second will either put you in the fucking ground or put you in a concrete box. And then you're going to be a fucking national treasure. And exactly. You don't want that. You don't want to be fucking trapped like caged animal. I refuse to be trapped like caged animal. Yeah. We all do. It sucks. And it sucks because you can only stare somebody so far. You can't make them do nothing. It's like you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. So, motherfucker wanted that, but he got to remember what come with it. And I'm sorry. I got tired of that bullshit. And like, I've helped so many close friends of mine, and I've had to cut them off because they have kids, don't take care of them. Kids don't know who they are. Kids fucking hate them. They have a right to. They want to go around acting like they doing something, like they taking care of shit. They're not taking care of shit. They don't even know how to take care of something. So many people are so fucking behind in the race, they think they're fucking leading. Deluded illusions of grandeur and glory. Fuck that. Literally. And you know, like, I have a real close friend I grew up with. He was placated at every turn. His mom was adopted by a good family. So, like, his grandparents always got him what he wanted. He was supposed to inherit all their shit. He got so bad on drugs and fucking shit up that right before his grandpa died, he yanked him from the fucking will. Lost it all. Lost it all. And I don't know where the fuck he's at now because, like, 3-4 years ago, he was doing some county time. He only go to jail for fucking drugs. He don't go to jail for nothing else. Like, okay, he went to the joint. He got caught using the Whizzinator at drug court, too. They sent him to the joint for that shit. Yeah. But, like, he was doing his county time, right? And he had no place to fucking go, right? I was visiting him, putting money on the books, had money on the phone. Me and one sole other person was looking out for him. We told him we can get out. Give you. One of them was going to make sure he had a vehicle, and I let him stay with me. Well, he did nothing. He just told me what I wanted to hear, and it got to the point to where a couple years went by. I'm still taking care of myself. I got my family to take care of. And this motherfucker's just a chemistry set. Just keeps doing dumb shit. So on Mother's Day, like 3-4 years ago, he said, oh, I'm going to help somebody put in a window AC. This motherfucker come back and looked like he was sucking his own dummy, slumped like a daisy. I said, you got to get the fuck up out of here. Oh, what's wrong? What do you mean what's wrong? You haven't fucking done a fucking thing. Walnuts do more than you, motherfucker. You got to go. And it hurt, but I had to do it. Because if I didn't, I'd be condoning what he was fucking doing. And I want nothing to do with that shit. If I want to go do that shit, I would have been out there doing that shit. I said, go to whatever the fuck's calling you out there. But get the fuck out of here, bro. You're done. You ain't doing this shit around. No. Said, you know, I got to set a precedent. And if I sit here and let you do this shit, I'm condoning it whether I'm doing it or not. And I'm not. So I was like, fuck y'all. And I, you know, like those when those stimulus checks come in. He used my place to fucking, you know, because he had no place to live, to have them brought. You should see the fucking text messages. I feel like you're fucking playing with me and I'm not a man and I want my money. Bitch, it ain't even your money. I told him too, like, you want it that bad, you can come get it. And I'm getting half of it anyways because you never paid me for no fucking rent. You said you were going to look out for me. You never fucking did. He didn't like that. Oh, can't you give it to this person? So I know. No? Well, why? Because I just fucking said why. Because you said you were going to take, just like his kid's birthday. He actually, I talked him into, like, giving me money to put up for him. So buy shit on his kid's birthday. You want to know what this motherfucker does the night before that? Yeah, I'm going out to get her shit. No, he went out and got himself some shit. His poor daughter didn't even see him. Don't even care about him no more. So, like, and he's out doing whatever the fuck he wants to do. That's fine. He's got to live with that. He wants to live that type of dream. That's fine. Fuck it. But I'm not having it. I have to separate myself from a lot of people. There's a lot of people afraid of change. And I understand. Change is a motherfucker. Are you so used to doing the same fucking thing, rinse and repeat? Yeah, I had to separate myself. And then, you know, he want to look at me like I'm the bad guy. I told him, why don't you go get a job? You always got your hand out. Why don't you do the fucking map a plan out? My mama told me don't call everybody friends, hating on another man, some shit I just will never understand. I was always by his side, giving a helping hand. But what he mad for? Because I ran up them bands. Once he crossed me, I never gave him that fucking second chance. Now he's out doing whatever the fuck he fucking can. Panhandling on the corner, fucking died by. I hope motherfucking wakes up one day before he dies. He thinks he's in some magical fucking world. Oh yeah. Wait for Dr. Feelgood, his fucking brain surgeon. Go into brain trust and give him what he fucking needs. Fuck that. Shape the fuck up. Shape up. I'm gonna see rectangles and triangles. There's gonna be assholes and elbows. He didn't like that shit though. Behave you. My cats, my king guards are going fucking bucking here. Oh yeah, they're fucking going crazy. But it hurts. What I'm trying to get at is it fucking hurts that I had to do that. And I haven't heard from him since. He had somebody try to hit me up because you know how you see this stupid fucking shit. Oh, Trump's doing this, he's doing that, more stimulus checks. He had the nerve to hit me up. Hey, had a friend hit me up on his behalf. Did he have any more checks come over there? Because if so, I'm coming. I said, dude, there ain't nothing. I said, why don't you stand the fuck up and be somebody? I said, if you had a fucking heart or a spine for a living, you get up and fucking be a man. I said, stop being a fucking hump. Get over your fucking self. It ain't about you. It's about everybody. There's no I in team. Well, yeah, I don't give a fuck. See, when you have real responsibilities and obligations, and you know that you went through certain things, you don't want that to rinse and repeat. I'm not saying I had a bad dad. My dad was on dialysis for like 10, 11 years, and he quit. And he told me he was going to quit. And 13 days later, he fucking died. Man, I 9 years old at the time. I was fucking like, it was fucked up. Like I said, I started getting locked up 2 weeks later. And that was like the main thing for me. I loved that. It got to the point where I was loving it. Like, cops caught me. I told them, I said, you earned your money today, huh, buddy? Yeah, you actually earned your money. But you know, I haven't been in no trouble since '09. I don't plan on getting in no trouble. But that's what I'm trying to get at. Like, you really gotta watch who you fuck with, because now these days, fucking pit vipers and fucking snake charmers, straight up, motherfuckers smile in your face and try to stab you in the back, try to snap that motherfucker off your spine, and then want to hate on you because you won't give them a rider. Hey, I need a rider. Can you go do this? No, dude. Why? Well, I got work. The fuck? I said, instead of you sitting around vegetating like a fucking turnip, stand the fuck up and be somebody. I said, go conjure the fucking courage and be a man, you fucking frightened child. You can't even light a candle at night to conjure courage. Frightened child. I said, grow the fuck up. No, this motherfucker rather just keep going around doing what he does. Well, that's fine with me, because I have nothing to do with what he does. And I haven't for years now. And like I said, it hurts, but sorry, you can't help nobody unless you help yourself. So what the fuck am I supposed to do? Like, I can't sit there and hold his hand like a child with palsy. You're fucking my age. We grew up together. You picked that way, I picked that way. Like, see, he never started going to jail. Like, I was the one always in jail. But then when he got older, he started doing drugs, hard drugs. Like, he skipped the weed. He didn't even go straight to the H. He was on the dragon, chasing the dragon. And it's literally 7, 8 bits, 9 bits. This motherfucker's done. Prison. And like I said, he even went away for fucking, got caught using a Whizzinator at drug court. They gave his ass 2 years for it. Like, it fucked up. Like, I knew there was something real fucked up when he came back one night, and he passed out. I was always saying, I woke up, and his fucking nose, I was like, one side of his nose like this. It's like, dude, what's wrong with you, bro? Oh, I don't know. It just popped. No, something happened. You just don't want to tell me. And nobody beat his ass. He was doing some weird shit. And he ends up telling me he was doing something, trying to hot rail fucking meth and heroin or some shit together. I'm like, dude, yeah, you're fucked up. I was like, don't get me wrong. Nobody's receptible. We're not impervious. We are receptible to human weakness and shit. But like, dude, you've had time and time and time and time again And what are you doing? Fucked up shit. People that you trust, they had you around. What would you do? You try to steal from. He never stole from me, but he stole from other people, which was really surprising because he was never a thief. He never had to be a thief. He was placated at every turn. So like, he would go out and panhandle shit like that. But like, when I found out he was hanging out with other people that were like mutual friends of mine, and then like they would tell me like, yeah, I had to fucking cut him off, and I'm like, what for? Oh, well, we left him here, and all this money come up missing, and a gun and bullets and this and that. And I was like, jeez, you know, there goes another one, you know, like this money. And then he wants to hurry up and try to call me to justify the situation, like give a, in his mind why he did it. You know, he wanted me to fucking like understand. I was like, I don't even want to know. I was told about it. I said, you're lucky you didn't steal from me. But like, when the shit happened, he wanted to come back and get his stuff, and I wouldn't let him. And he's like, bro, let me come get my shit. I said, you ain't got nothing here. He didn't have nothing here. He ain't got nothing here. I made sure the mail stopped coming here because, like I said, motherfucker has mail coming to your house. They legally can stay there. I wasn't having that bullshit. The only thing he gave a fuck about was that just like when that shit hit, what, a couple years ago, everybody was found for those fucking unemployment and PPP loans, lying about having a job. That's coming back to bite everybody in the ass who did it. And I know about 30, 40 fucking people who did it. And they were collecting, I don't know, $1,000 a fucking week. And fucking just blowing it all on drugs. Well, now these motherfuckers ain't got 2 pennies to rub together. And if they did and burn a hole in their pocket, they can't, they can't, you know, they can't save none. Well, now the shit's coming back to bite them in the ass. They thought they got away with it. Nah. They creep back up on them. And they're going away for fucking PP loan fraud. You know what I'm saying? Because they lie about shit. So, you give what you give. And like I said, when I hear about it, like, I'm not happy. But I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all. Not surprised one motherfucking bit. Because they try to talk me into it. Because when this shit was going on, I didn't have a job. Mind you, I did not have a job. And they're like, bro, you could be getting this money too. And you don't be doing that. He goes, you could really. And I was like, I said, if I went out and got a PPP loan, it would be legitimately for a business. You guys are doing this shit and lying about it. You guys are committing fraud. And, you know, like, if you don't, well, it's not a violent crime. It's a victimless crime. Well, somebody's getting fucked, and Uncle Sam don't like to get fucked. But he'll make sure you get fucked. Oh, yeah, you remember those old posters? We want you for the army. Oh, yeah, we're coming back at you for the fucking loans. Oh, you fucking bessery? Yes, sirree. I told a lot of them, you better have a good alibi. It's going to be a good alibi. And a lot of them motherfuckers locked up for that shit now can't even bail out. They don't even got enough to get a motherfucking honey bun on their commissary. They're indigent. They get an envelope with a little thing of maximum security with a little toothbrush and a comb and a little pencil every week because they indigent. They ain't got shit. They ain't got a pot to piss in or window throw it out of. Oh, well, you make you bet you fucking lie in it. That's all there is to it. Like, what you want me to say? Like, I warned them, and they thought it was all funny. Oh, we're doing this, we're doing that. Yeah, look at what you do. You making big moves. Yeah. Crashed out. Fucking dummy. Crash dummy deluxe. That's one thing I don't understand. Like, as human beings as a whole, we are weak and feeble-minded people. Like, so quick to fucking crash the fuck out. And the shit that I be seeing these days, like, it's unreal. It's unreal. Like, I just don't get it. Like, what do you have to fucking show for after all this? That's the big thing. Because like I said, you can't get none of this time back. That you can't get none of this time back. So you better utilize your tools. Otherwise, it's gonna be futile. There's no room for error. Like there's a lot of crazy shit going on right now. And I'm just not talking like Israel and Palestine. Like, we got crazy shit going on, and any minute things go hang wire. We all could be homeless, stuck. That's why I be telling people, if you can help somebody, if you can help yourself, you can help somebody else. You have to be able to help yourself first. So, like, if you got anything you're not using, you know somebody that really help, hygiene, food, clothing, just anything. Bag it up, give them to them, because tomorrow's not promised. We could all, like, a natural disaster could happen in this whole fucking world, and we all be in the same fucking thing, stuck like Chuck, for real. So, I mean, and everybody want to act so fucking ate up, and blinders on to the fucking world. Whatever. Act like you're impervious to this shit. That's what's gonna make your downfall even easier. And I just, like, I got tired of fucking, yeah. You're fucking right. You're right, Jamal. You're fucking right. Any of that shit. And I'm telling you this right now, it gets to the point where I don't second guess myself, but I've always had this motto: hope for the best, expect the worst. That's just how I am. Because you just don't know what the fuck's gonna happen. And if you count your chickens before they hatch, your eggs hatch, nothing good's gonna come of it. Just like forcing or rushing something, nothing good comes of it. It's like trying to rub one out with a cheese grater. You better be kitty corner from the fucking hospital. Nothing good's gonna come of it. Fucking behave. It's not that hard. Use the fucking brain God gave you. Instead of sitting there feeling sorry for your fucking self and acting like the whole world owes you something. No, you burnt the fuck up and you watched the fuck out. You better stand the fuck up. Wake up. Wake the fuck up. But some people, they like that shit. The misery loves company. Remember that. So, like, I don't care. Like, people gonna say what they want to say, but, like, I know what I want. I know what I want to do, and I don't want to go back to doing anything relatively close to that. I've been through a lot of shit in my life, and, it feels good to know that I've changed. You have to have a candid attitude, because you just don't know. Life is so spontaneous, unpredictable, like unstable mutation. You just don't know when a curveball's gonna get fucking thrown at you. So, like, for me, I love myself, but it's not about me anymore. It's about all of us. Just like your kids. Without our kids, we don't live on, okay? My youngest is 17. I love her to death. She's shown me up. She showed me up. And it's because I taught her. I said, at your age right now, if I was you right now, I'd be locked the fuck up. And she knows it. She knows it. Like, there's no getting around it. I'm just glad that when I did go to the joint in 09, she was just a little toddler, and she didn't have to go. Well, where's Daddy at? Well, Daddy was out in Montana being a cowboy. No, that motherfucker was out. I didn't have to play one of them. And, it just feels, she knows I went to the joint now, but, like, it's arbitrary. She knows what happens. You want to play, you're going to fucking pay. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. That's just how it goes. Sometimes you fucking cookie crumble. It could be you at any fucking time. Like, what really sucks? When a motherfucker get locked up and they didn't do nothing wrong. And then they get pulled into this vicious fucking cycle to where they are crashing out and they don't give a fuck because something, I know a lot of that shit happened too. And they're like, man, it's hard to pull motherfuckers out that rut. Real bad trying to pull a motherfucker out that rut. So, I just, I take it one day at a time. I know that I got people who depend on me. And I wouldn't be able to live with myself if I walked away from them because they're not doing anything wrong. They're doing what they're supposed to do. They're doing the best they can. And that's all that matters. I never fucked anybody over that never had it coming to them. Does that make sense? Yeah. Yeah. I'm telling you, man, like, that's why I met my boy, my best friend. What sucks is, he wanted to be a father real bad. He had one on the way. She was 6.5 months pregnant with his kid when he got killed. He got locked up when he was 15. They charged him as an adult for shooting somebody. He got out when he was 21. He got killed a week after his 23rd birthday, and he's been gone 14 fucking years now. But his shorty, you know, looks just like him, staying away from all this shit. Ma stood up, strong. I've always been there for him. We always had a pact. Like, if something ever happened to one of us, do our best that we can help try to look out for this. So that's what I do. It just sucks because he got to hold my baby. He got to hold my youngin' when she was little. Going, looking at me, telling me, I envy you in the best, you know, in the most positive way. And pointing at her stomach, going, that's why I got one up. I can't wait to be a father. He never got to hold his shorty. I got to hold his shorty right at the hospital. I'm his uncle. Yeah. Over his own blood. Like, literally, and I'm not bragging. It just sucks because so much fucked up shit's going on. It's like, some people don't wake up until it's too fucking late. So, you know, I'm doing the best I can. I'm doing what I know is right. Follow your, you know, like I said, make goals for yourself. Don't be in competition with nobody but yourself. You got motherfuckers around you that are bringing you down, trying to pull you in that quagmire, that fucking tar pit. Get the fuck away from them and separate yourself. So be it. Yeah. Yeah, somebody tried to rob him. Somebody tried to rob him one night and he wasn't having it. He was in the car with his brother-in-law and he wasn't giving it up. So, you know, they pulled their guns, he pulled their gun, he squeezed a couple shots off, he got one of them, but they hit him in the head. He died. It sucked. It sucked real bad because nobody's seen it coming. Nobody's seen it coming. Like I said, it wasn't no hit. They were trying to rob him. He just wasn't having it. And yeah, that did real damage to me. That did real fucking damage to me. I mean, severe damage. And it's something that I always think about because like I'm here. He taught me a lot of things. You know, like, and he was younger than me too, you know, but we were, and it sucks. It fucking sucks, but like, I know he wouldn't want me being in a negative bad spot because like right when he died, for the first like 6 months after that, I locked myself in a room, tried drinking myself to death. Like literally, I wouldn't let nobody near me. I wouldn't let nobody near me. Nobody. I was prostrated with fucking grief. I kept telling myself it didn't happen, this and that. You know, I fucking didn't want to face it. I really didn't want to face it because we were in the process getting the fuck up out of there and buying some land my grandpa got during one of his leaves on World War II. And yeah, unfortunately he got killed one night. Fucking April 9th, 2011. Yeah. Yeah. He been gone a while. And it seems like it was just yesterday. And now, like, you know, like I said, he never got to see his kid. And I feel a little selfish that, you know, I got to hold him. You know, like, it's to the point now where I'm going to be spending time with him because he hears about me all the time. And he's, you know, like, he wants me in his life. So, like, I'm going to do the best I can for him because I know if something would have happened to me, he would do the best for mine. And that's all that can do. Like, I'm gonna let you know this right now. They say time heals all. It don't. You just get numb to that shit. And unless you lost somebody like that, you just wouldn't understand. So like, I'm not saying that you do, but it's death doesn't discriminate. Okay? At any second, we can go. At any fucking second. Any second. And it fucking sucks because you don't have life without death. They don't coincide. They coincide. You have one with a day and night, hot and cold, left and right, up and down, in and out. So, I just, I always got to think about that shit and I thank God every day because like I was supposed to be around him that time when it happened. The last time that I seen him, you know, we had a good time, and I just remembered the last time I got to talk to him. It was weird because he goes, "What do you think happens when you die?" And I didn't know what to tell him. I said, "I don't know, bro. I don't know." But we were on the phone for like 6 hours that night, and I remember like my old lady and his baby mom, like they were like bickering, like, "You guys are still on the phone? You guys are like women in a sewing circle, like what the fuck going on?" So like I thank God every day that I got what time I did with him because he taught me a lot of shit, and that's why I'm still here. He was very smart. If he would have been born in a different area and grew up in a different area, he would have been the president of a Fortune 500 company. I mean, he was smart as a whip. He could have been a pragmatist, like he could have done anything. But like when you grow up in those areas, you're a product of your environment. You don't know no better. You don't know no better. You just don't know the fuck. You don't know no better, and it gets to you because like it could easily have been you. It easily still can be you. Like, bullets ain't got names on them. Like I don't gangbang, and I've been shot before. So like, like I said, like it's out there waiting. Like let's just be brutally honest with some. Don't matter what the fuck you plan on doing, the minute you go outside, you have at a bare minimum a 50-50 chance coming back in. Alright? No matter what you're gonna go do. And then on top of it, you can't control anybody else. Motherfuckers out there going crazy, rampage. Motherfuckers wake up. Like there's something in the air, in the water, like, they wake up. Just, I'm gonna go fucking slum somebody. And now it's like a big fucking game. Like, who did this, who did that? Glorifying that shit. Fuck that. That's by design. Nah. Because we were in the middle of the motherfucking war zone. And like I said, no, you cool. Well, thank you for subbing. Welcome to the channel. I'm gonna come on as much as I can. Like I haven't been on a lot lately, but I've been trying my best. So like, I thank you. I thank you. Like I said, slow and steady wins the race. Like I don't come on here asking people to do this or do that. Like anybody can leave at any time. I don't hold no ill will against nobody. Not even the motherfuckers who pop up like fucking mushrooms who've been drinking zombie piss. And they so fucked up they want to keep throwing caution to the wind like they fucking like nothing can't touch them. They gonna find out one day. Their ass is grass, and guess what? The lawnmower's gonna get them. Oh yeah, like I said, you get what you give. You die how you live. If you don't like it, switch the script, man. Because there's people out there that have been traumatized. Like I know people who were completely fucking. They were keeping to themselves. They were doing what they're supposed to do. Gonna go to college. I don't worry. I stay up, homie. You have a good night. You have a good night, brother. I'll see you again soon. I just I know people who are out there and they didn't harm a fucking hair on a fly, and then somebody close to them got killed, and it fucking turned them, and then they start going out fucking doing it, and it's like, man, I understand that shit. Oh, I understand that big time, big time. Shit's still happening. Like people who have their life on track, they got everything. Then somebody closes them, dies, and it fucking flips them, and there's no coming back from it. They don't give a fuck because it's like all they're thinking about is how their life has been changed like that. It's so easy to want to go out and do that. They don't know no better. And you don't want to try to talk motherfucker out of it because you might just get the one beat toe tagged. You might become the next statistic. I'd rather be judged by 12 than carried by 6. I'll tell you that. But you can't fight fate, destiny. You got motherfuckers that want to do shit and do this and do that. You know, I want to be able to help people prevent shit. You know, you know, a lot of people, they remove choices from themselves and they leave themselves with a stuck option, and that option has no reprieve. Nothing good. Nothing good will come of it. There's no winners in the street other than the funeral parlors and the government. I'm telling you that right now. So you can go out there and keep playing tag with Satan. And that what's going to happen is you're going to hump the floor while they play tug of war with your life. Yeah. And it's not something you want. It's not. You really don't. So, you know, I do my best just to try to think about all the good things that I've got going on. Anybody around me who's gone that had something good going on, I know they're watching over me. They my guardian angels. They watch over, you know, like I said, he taught me how to maneuver in the streets. He taught me like there's certain things you do, certain things you don't do. You know, he actually helped me not because this is the thing. Yeah, he gangbanged, but it didn't matter. He was born in that shit. But he wasn't out gangbanging when he got killed. That's what I'm trying to tell you. And the people, there wasn't somebody looking at it. Somebody was just, it easily could have been me in the car getting robbed. It wasn't no setup. It wasn't nothing like that. Motherfuckers were just out, broke, thirsty, and grimy. And he wasn't having it. He just wasn't having it. And that's like, it's sad, but like I have that type of mentality because like I don't, like if I'm going out on my own business, someone wants to run up on me, man, life's too short to be all pissed off and shit, man. Like I've, you know, you get a motherfucker bait you, start baiting you, just so he has a staging point to fucking let it loose. And then, you know, one of the first things, you got tattoos, woo, 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 woo. You got this, who you with? Or who you going with? Who the fuck's this? Who's that? I would, you know, like I don't, you know, so like you gotta look at all that shit. You gotta look at all that shit. Because motherfuckers they'll use any reason, any motherfucking reason to do something. And not have a real legitimate form. Just like you got these kids these days, they got switches on these motherfucking guns and shit. And what's going on? What the fuck is going on? They don't even know how to shoot a gun. And they're hitting everything but what they're supposed to. Killing innocents. You know, like, what the fuck are you, like, what, like, and it just keeps happening. Like, we just had 2 big-ass mass shootings a couple days ago. Yeah. Live in a city full of hatred. When they see you got a way out, but don't want to see you make it. They smile when they fake it. They love it when you down and don't want to see you out. Would rather see you twisted on the ground than they smile. Fuck that. I ain't going out like that. I ain't going out like that. Then you got motherfuckers that are doing their own friends dirty and shit because they get jealous or something. Like, fuck that shit. Fuck that. No. Like, I refuse. I ain't being around nobody that be on that bullshit. I don't need nothing to do with that bullshit. That bullshit stay away from me. So all you can do is your best. All you can do is try. That's all you can do. So if you don't try, you'll never know. Chances make champions. No risk, no reward. These motherfuckers want to be legends. Fuck that. Legends are meat and bone made of dreams, rotting in the harsh sun of reality. We ain't doing that. We ain't doing none of that. You know, this week for me has been a little bit of a rough one, but it's coming to be better next couple days. I can't really talk about it, but what's really holding me back right now is not being at work. I don't give a fuck about workman's comp, like collecting that check every week. Like, okay, cool. I know I'm a value. I know I'm an asset to my company, but like, I just want to get the fuck back. I want to get on the mend. I don't see an orthopedic till fucking end of the month, and even then, that don't mean I go back. You know, so I gotta do what's right. And it sucks when you got to stand on the sidelines. So, like, I'm trying to give more to y'all. You know, certain people just do what they want. I try to let myself know that, like, I've been against worse for less. And I gotta think about that shit. And then I think about people who really got shafted. And it's like, I still have a chance, you know? So it is what it is. How it is what it is. Like, I can't control the world. I can control that little aspect of my life. I can control a little aspect of my life. Other than that, shit. There ain't much more. Like, you gotta, this I believe is like the test run for like the life to come. You know? I'm serious. This is like the test run. So, like, do what you gotta do. Behave. If you fall, get the fuck up. Dust yourself off and try again. Don't sit there and fucking feel sorry for yourself because nobody else going to. The world will sit there and pass you by if you're going to sit there and wait for the world to give you something. You want something, you got to get up and take it. You have to want it, though. You have to want that change. If you don't want that change, you're going to have a fucking problem. I mean, we all got problems. That comes with the territory. So, just keep everything in retrospect. Know that, things could be a lot worse than what they are. I like to play chess, so I want to play chess tonight, but I've been moving everything around, and I don't know if I got all the chess pieces to the one. I know I want to find them, though. I think we're going to play some chess. But yeah, I just want to take it easy because lately I've been down and out. But there's been a lot of things that have been coming to light that's been helping me. So, like, I'm looking forward to certain things. Yeah, I wear my heart on my sleeve. I don't hide my emotions. Hiding good feelings and bad feelings is very detrimental to your health physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. So you have to fucking do what you got to do. I'll let it out. I don't want to be a pressure cooker. I don't want to blow up, hurt somebody. Those days are over with. But if somebody fucking tries to hurt me, I defend myself, but I'm not going to go out looking for trouble. But see, trouble will find you. Trouble always want to find you. I know. That's all you... well, last time, like I said, it was fucked up. Didn't have a good view angle, so I was like, I was like, no way. I couldn't do nothing with that. And I was aggravated that night. I was real aggravated. I was like, fuck this. I was like, fuck all this bullshit. Cause I couldn't deal with it. I wasn't dealing with it. I refused to. Like, there's just sometimes where I'm just like, fuck this. Because a lot of us, we have hair trigger tempers where, I try to keep myself at bay. So, you live and you learn. Be thankful you're still here if you are, because it's a lot of people don't realize it, but life is nothing but a series of distractions until you die. But you can choose how you want that. We are creatures of habit. So you can pick what you want to do. I'm gonna stay until $1:30. We're almost at $1:10. All right. And then I'll fucking find the pieces, make sure I got all the pieces, and we'll play. We'll fucking play. Because I gotta get my mind off of certain things. And, you can only do so much of this. And I get on too late sometimes because if I would have got on motherfucking in the middle of the day, which wasn't gonna happen, it just wasn't gonna happen. Like the last night, I did get on, I believe. Uh, I told you, new people been under me. Well, that's all settled. Like I ain't gotta worry about them. They don't have no ill will. They're not trying to do nothing wrong. They just trying to live their life too. So like, it's one thing less that I have to worry about, and that feels good. It gives me a true peace of mind. I just have to get my head in a better spot because sometimes you be thinking about the wrong things or like you be thinking about shit that you don't have no control over, and then you feel like you might have the power to change. I don't got the power to change the weather. Like, so why do I worry about it? You know. So I don't. Sometimes I ponder, but like I need. I'm, I need this verbalized stimulation. This give and take. One hand washes the other. So keep that in mind. Like everybody, you got a lot of people who want to say, "Oh, I'm up here, you're down here." No, we are all the same. Now, if you want to be a piece of shit, then put yourself down there in that area. Otherwise, get the fuck up and be somebody. Stand the fuck up. Don't be a fucking hump. Don't be a spineless fuck. Because there's too many people out there that are just doing the wrong thing and then glorifying it. And monkey see, monkey do. Everybody want to follow through? No. No. Don't. No, 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 no. Like, I would like to be on here more. I just, there's so much different shit that I like to talk about and try to illustrate, try to help people with. That's why, in the beginning, like I was talking to you guys about crypto. This live is brought to you by Coinbase in the crypto reward system. You use their card. I would love to show people and teach people about cryptocurrency so they could make another nest egg because from what I've seen since I've started, they hit the ground running and then looking back. And not looking back. And it's good because I'm up. And I'm happy about that. You know? So I just, shit. I would love to help. I've got somebody real close to me. I haven't even known them 2, 3 months, and they they take my words and they know they don't play me like I'm some fucking game or some joke. Like I told them because they're talking about how they're hurt for money, but they work hard. They work with me, and I respect the fuck out of them. And when I showed them like, hey, I can put you onto this. You just and I'm like, it's almost like stock, but it's like it runs 24/7, and it's like you can make something out of nothing. Like it's gonna be the new currency soon. It is currency. So when I seen that they didn't play me like a fucking joke, I knew they were serious. And then their work ethics just like mine. I would shout them out, but like they're not on my channel. They don't know about my channel. Um, there's certain things that ain't for this, and it's not that I don't expose it. They didn't do nothing wrong, but what I'm trying to tell you is like I'm thankful that they don't look at me and they take my words as they're worth their weight in gold because they're like, man, you're right. Look at this shit because I show them. I've showed them the last couple of years what I've done, my portfolio, how I'm up. And money ain't everything, but this world has been built around convenience and money. Money's a fucking illusion, but we still need it. So that's why, like, I'm pissed because it's like I don't want to be sitting here on workman's comp, on medical, and I am. Am I thankful that I'm getting them? Getting a check. Yeah, I'm fucking thankful, but it still don't help what I was doing. So like, I gotta sit back and be bittersweet about the motherfucking situation. So that's how it is. How it is, what it is. And we just you gotta hit the ground running and don't look back. Just don't let somebody fuck with you. Like, don't let somebody crash you out. You got somebody who's starting shit, get the fuck away from them. Separate yourself. It's just, this world's in a hurry. It's going to hell in a handbasket. It's in a hurry to go nowhere fast. Yeah, you did. Yes, you did. We're not playing Baccarat. Ooh, we need a monkey, monkey, monkey. Come on, monkey. We're not playing Baccarat. Yeah. I wish you many fortunes in the wars to come. And now it begins. Like, literally, like, I take full accountability for my actions. I'm gonna let you know this right now. Like, I haven't smoked cigarettes in 12, it'll be 12 years. But I started vaping like a month ago because I got so fucking stressed. Being out at work, I don't do it a lot, but like it's not good. It's a coping mechanism, but it doesn't help. Like I can go without it, but it helps ease the pain. You know, but I want to throw that motherfucker away and shit. But you gotta pick and choose. There is no having it all. Like every day's your birthday, having cake. The world doesn't just revolve around one fucking person. It don't. And it never will. So, be thankful for what you've got. Because you could lose it all like that. Yeah, and I'm trying to do a lot for people, too. We all gotta try to help each other. Because we can never go nowhere unless we share with each other. And you have to be very realistic because a lot of shit that happens in this world is very unrealistic and it's fucked. It's fucked. But you gotta hey, like somebody that I know, that I respect, that's helped me with my career at work, put their career on the line for me. That's why I'm still there. I would give them a shout out, but I won't. Just be out of respect. But as she would say, weather the storm. You gotta weather the storm. That's what I'm doing right now, weathering the fucking storm. Yeah, but I'm just telling you, there's things that happen that when you hear about it, it sounds very unrealistic. Like what I told you about Goggins. You thought that was a big fucking pipe dream. Yeah, who the fuck could do that? Only Goggins. What a tread climber, butt ass naked. Yeah, right? Am I right or wrong? You thought that shit was made up, like a fucking Frankenstein story in a laboratory called The Room, made up. And that's why I told you, look that shit the fuck up. And you're like, damn, that motherfucker's a nut. Oh well, I don't care if he's not even a squirrel turd. He did it. It's a fact. It was a goal he had. And he fucking climbed Mount Everest with a fucking tread climber. Absent fucking clothing, all that shit. Butt naked. Pair of little Speedo underwear on. That motherfucker crazy. Good way. Another form of crazy, they say if you're crazy, that means that you really smart. So when somebody like says some shit like that, I'm just like, hey. Yeah, you think that, hey, just admit it. You thought I made that shit up when I told you about Goggins. Didn't you? Didn't you, Mod? When I told you about Goggins, what'd you say to me? What'd you say to me? There's no way. I said I know because it sounds very unrealistic. And anybody who didn't know, they would be like, yeah, there's no fucking way. Why do you think he wore a GoPro? Like, come on. And I mean, literally, you can't make that shit up. That motherfucker did it. Almost like anything else in this world. You want to try? You got to try. You want to try? You got to do. Like Nike, just do it. It's so easy to talk about it. Following through is the hard part. So just stop talking about it and try to do more. Yeah, I bet he is, huh? They got him wrapped up, huh? Goggins. That motherfucking... Hey, he's seen green boots up there. What does that tell you? You know what he said when he seen green boots? He said that made his feet feel cold when he seen green boots. Yeah. Rest in peace to Green Boots. He Indian who climbed a lot of mountains, a lot of fucking high mountains, and he went to Everest and he got stuck up there and died. And now he's actually a landmark up there, like a checkpoint. If you come across Green Boots, you know not to go this way. You go that way, because if you go this way, you'll end up like Green Boots. And he's up there, and he's gonna be up there for the duration. So like and you know his mother, Green Boots, because he was an Indian guy. Green Boots, his ma told him, I don't want you doing it, but I can't stop you from doing what you love. And she respected it. He wanted to follow his dreams, and you know his death was not in vain. You know, now he's like a safety net now. Motherfuckers know if they come across him to go one way, not the other, because he's stuck up there now. But that's how it goes. You know. But yeah, fucking, it is what it is. Gotta do what we gotta do. Why do you wait? Why do you have so much animosity against Goggins? Huh? Huh? Really? Really? Are you just mad because he did something that was very unrealistic? For real. I think that you gotta cross the bear with Goggins. I think he would like to know that. I think he would like to talk to you. Maybe he'd take your ass up there on a train climber. Hell no. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. No, because I remember telling you that shit last night. You looked at me like I was fucking crazy. You said, no way. There's no fucking way. And it is unrealistic, but he did it. So be it. As the world turns, these are the days of our lives. These are the obstacles we must go through day by day. Goggins. Yeah, you don't like that Goggins did it. That's the problem. You were hoping it was some fiction shit. Yeah. Hell no. You want to know what else is funny as fuck too? When motherfucking Charleston White boxed one of the Island Boys. Those fucking kids, man, placated their whole lives. And look at what the fuck they are. They fucking, they Crash Dummy Deluxe. But they out doing what they want to do. I mean, they don't know how to manage money, but they're not dead in the water, but like, they could have really did something good with that island shit. And then, you know, their first little appearance on stage, they fucked it all up because they didn't have their shit together. They didn't have their shit together. Just like, you know, not hating, but Jack Doherty. That's another kid who has had everything in his life. And look what happened with him. Look what's going on with him. He's down and out, fucking crashing out, doing stupid shit. Some stupid shit's happening to him. Play stupid games, win stupid fucking prizes. I can't hate on him, but you can't fucking escape realism. Like, whatever is fucking going on. He's been doing a lot of goofy shit. I hope he can recover from what he's doing and get off his fucking soapbox, because you can't ride the tiger forever. You can't. Him, on the other hand, shit, he like to fucking bait people, do this and that. I didn't get to the point where he's letting people rob him for his jewelry because he needs the money and it's insured. And then, you know, like, stupid shit. Womanizer, treating women like shit. Like, not cool. Not cool. Not cool at all. Because I know he would have did something like that to my daughter. I would have beat the fucking bricks off of him. Oh, yeah. I would have bitch smacked him so mad in the face. Would have knocked the taste out of his face. He would have thought he had corona. The way he be treating women. I mean, literally, he's done some fucked up shit. Like, he got a lot of bad... what do you think he's going through what he's going through right now? All that fucking ignorant shit. Full of insolence. And ignorance. I mean, he's so ignorant to his own way. He goes around, literally, on those fucking videos in his lives, like, feeling sorry for himself. oh, why is this happening to me? What do you mean, why is it happening to you? You fucking ramrod? The writing's on the wall. We're not talking Pink Floyd. Come on, bro. Fucking be thankful for the blessings you have right now. Instead, you just, like I said, I hope he recovers. Because, like I said, I'm not hating on him. But you can't fight fate. You can't fight facts. His credibility, he's fucked his credibility up so bad. You know, like, come on. Get with the program, man. Like, you gotta grow the fuck up, bro. You just gotta grow the fuck up. If you don't grow the fuck up, you ain't never gonna get nowhere. You wanna be stuck in one spot for the rest of your fucking life? Keep doing what you're doing. It'll be worse than that. You know, another person. And I don't hate on him. With 1090 Jake. Big ass following. Making a lot of money. And now it's coming out he was a complete fucking fraud. Oh, you wanted to say he was a white blood, this and that. You know, it's coming out now that what's really going on, what was really going on. And the thing is, the way that he would verbally articulate these stories, he was able to fucking maneuver things that people didn't see, like a smoke screen. So he had a lot of motherfuckers, like, he still got people following him. There's nothing wrong with that. But he got it with this girl don't want him to gangbang no more, or whatever the fuck he was doing, right? So, you know, whatever. I hope nothing but the best for him. But really, who should be at the deniality point, or like be at that level with the real positivity, is like K-Frog, because he's from Davie in Florida. He went to the joint, but that motherfucker, he show you, like, you know, that's somebody that I respect. He don't even know me. I subbed to this shit. K-Frog is awesome. I think he's cool as hell. I think he's been through a lot of shit, and he don't sugarcoat it. He don't cut corners. He gives it to you how it is, what it is. So like I shout out K-Frog, but like Jake, he just had, you know, like he had like different. I think he had different agendas. I don't think he wanted to like. I think he just wanted to put on that bad boy image. Like, I don't know what he went to prison for initially, but prison and lockup in Florida, in places like Florida, California, shit like that, is totally different than Illinois. Over there, it's all about race. You segregate, you with your people. Here in Illinois, whoever you get, okay, if you gangbang or something, here in Illinois, when you get locked up, everybody's together as one. There is no racial bullshit. You might have problems with some people, but it might be some personal vendetta shit. That's something that's a cross you gotta bear. But like California, Florida, Alabama, man, you gotta watch it. Those motherfuckers are. I mean, Alabama is really bad too. They be victimizing people over there real bad. I mean, there's a lot of people who go in there and got these short ass little bits, and they don't even make it out. And bad shit happens to them, where they're getting shot, they're being pimped out, tied up, and kidnapped. Being pimped out all day and night, getting raped hundreds of times, thousands of times. They're shooting them up with crystal meth, this and that, and they end up dying. And it's sad. It's fucking sad. Like, there was this white boy who was on there. I think it happened a year ago, a couple years ago. He had like 2 weeks left. And, yeah, they literally tied his ass up, shot him up full of fucking drugs, and just kept fucking raping him. It got to the point to where when they just threw him down, somebody seen him, and he was like gray, and they were like, "Hey, officer!" These officers, some of them, they don't give a fuck. They turn a blind eye. And when his parents come to see him, he was on life support, and they still had him cuffed, and they wouldn't let him touch him. And like, this kid was sexually assaulted over 1,000 times. I mean, fucked up. I mean, there's literally videos where the inmates that are doing this shit to him are recording him, and they're telling him, look at the, and like, he's all fucked up, like spewing up fucking shit, foaming at, like, he's gone, he's pretty much gone. His body just barely hasn't gave out yet, and they're smacking him and kicking him and punching him, and like, the reports are just nasty. And you know, he had a kid at home. He was a father, and he never got to make it home, and he was in there for like, I don't know, theft or some shit. He had 2 weeks left. Man, I don't know what the fuck happened, but like that shit hit home with me too, because it's like that could easily been anybody. It happens. I mean, it could happen anywhere, but things are like in those certain states are just really fucked up. And I'm not saying Illinois can't be fucked up, but like the prison ethics are totally different. Like completely different. That's just all there is to it. There is no segregation of races and, oh, you got to be over here because you with the woods and this and that. And there ain't none of that shit. Like if you white supremacist or whatever, then that's what you're gonna be. But that don't mean that you ain't gonna have, like, that's what I'm getting at. California, Florida, Arkansas, man, you get caught not hanging with your own kind, your own kind gonna do you in because you making them look bad. It's just the way it is out over there in them places. So, and I don't control the rules. I don't control none of that shit. So, you know, what are you supposed to do when you see this shit? And this shit's happening. And it continues to happen. Like, be thankful that it ain't you, because it easily could have been. Like, motherfuckers don't realize that shit. Like, 1 second your life can be fucking perfect. And the next second it can be turned upside down. Like a fucking smile to a frown. And then before you know it, you're done. You're just done. You know, and you know, like the kid I was telling you about in Arkansas, they made him fight. They kept making him fight. And fight and fight. He kept getting his ass beat. And then it just got to the point where it was just like, all right, we're just gonna have our way with you. So they were holding him down and shooting him up with fentanyl, crystal meth, cocaine. Tied his ass up and started raping him. Somebody was pimping his ass out. Some big black guy named ATL. Yeah, stand for Atlanta. Some big black dude that's doing like fucking 80 years. Literally. So, like, and like I said, they video recorded a lot of this fucking shit. So you can see some of it. It's out there. But I feel sorry for his parents, his poor kid, his baby mama, because all they were looking forward to him coming home. He only had a couple weeks left. They just talked to him on the phone, and the next time they see him, he's fucking brain dead pretty much. They had to pull the plug. They had to pull the plug. They had to pull the motherfucking plug. And when you want to know what's fucked up, the prison didn't even get a hold of them to let them know what happened. His cellie got a hold of his people and told them, hey, I don't know how to tell you this, but your kid's fucked. And they're like, what are you talking about? They're like, you got to call the prison. You got to get up here. And they found out. And like I said, they got a video too. You guys ever heard of the white guy, Lockdown 23-1? He's another good guy. I respect him. I sub to him. I respect the fuck out of him. He actually interviewed those guys, his parents and all of them, and like, I watched that, and it hurt, because it was like, man, that could have been anybody. That could have been us. Like, fuck that. And according to Selly, they just kept making them fight and fight and fight, and they were just, and then before you know it, they were just like, all right, guess what? We're just going free range on your ass, and that's what they fucking did. Like, they literally said they kidnapped him from one unit, tied his ass up, and took him to another unit, and nobody noticed. Nobody of authority noticed. And for like 3-4 days, that he's being relentlessly raped, being pimped out, being raped, and nonstop being shot up with fucking drugs. And it's all being recorded by inmates with phones. Pretty fucked up, huh? And if that don't give you a dose of reality, I don't know what the fuck will. But like, I'm not gonna lie, like I cried. I cried when I seen that shit because it was sad. It was sad as fuck. I cried. Because that could have easily have been me. You know, like, you don't understand what life has in store for you. And he, you know, I'm not saying he deserved it, but like, who deserves something like that? Who? You know? You know, life has a weird way of fucking planning shit out for yourself. And to have a premature fucking unthinkable fucking demise like that, you know, fuck. I mean, literally, like, all you gotta do is look that shit up. It'll be the first fucking thing that pops up. Literally. And you'll actually see a video where he's like convulsing. He can't even stand up and he's fucking puking and he's because they got him all shot up and shit. And because he can't look at the camera straight, they kept smacking him and punching him in the back of the head. And all of a sudden, there's a fucking report exactly what the fuck happened with him. And they got video. That shit's sick. Fucking sick. And what's even more sad is he should never have been locked up with a violent inmate. Like, you know, that's why I say Illinois is different. Depending on your time is where you go. He had barely any time, and they had him pretty much locked up with lifers. You know, here in Illinois, to be in a max, you need 20 or more. When you get down to 15, they put you in a medium. Matt, you know, do like a medium. Then when you get to like 4.5, they put you in a minimum. 4.5 and under, you go to minimum. From there, you parole out or go to work, you know, work release or something. So, over there, shit's all fucked up. You might have 3 months to go. 3 months, and they put you locked up with motherfuckers who got 80 years, 4 life sentences, 5 life sentences, 800 years. Like, when I went to Statesville, that was the only thing I could say. That was the only thing where you had to worry about that. But as long as you wasn't looking for trouble and you could respect yourself and stand for, you didn't have to worry about it. Because when you're waiting in reception, we have 2 reception centers, Stateville and Graham. Well, depending on what county you get convicted of and get sent for time, Graham's like the sister one. Stateville, those are reception centers. Now, if you have 20 or more years, you might just go behind the wall. You won't be in NRC. NRC is the fucking reception center. I was there. I had to wait 13 days to get shipped. I had 3 cellies. First guy I had, he had like 48 years. He was cool though. He was cool. He was in a good frame of mind because he was in there coming back from prison on a writ. He got his sentence was overturned and he was going back for a retrial, so he had appeal. So he wasn't trying to do no dumb shit. But what was fucked up was somebody who was in the county with me, they got sent to the joint for check fraud, writing bad checks. I didn't know he was a sex offender, okay? And when he copped the sex offending charge way before I met him, and he was in the county, he was in the same unit as county with me in 09. And then when I went to prison, he went to prison with me too. And he was right next door to me. And when he caught that sex charge, though, he got probation. So nobody knew about it. Nobody knew about it. Well, he was in the door next door to me, and like his cellie had like 3, 4 life sentences, and all he would do is keep trying to talk to, like, ask him questions, and I could hear his cellie tell him, like, you need to shut up, bro. Like, this is quiet time. Shut the fuck up. Just like in Statesville, when you sit, when you're not there, your toilet's on a fucking timer. So you better not fucking drop one flush and need to drop another one right then and there, because if you do, you're going to have a fucking problem. No, it's fine. It's over with. It's over with. Somebody's going to get beat to death or something. But, like, this motherfucker wouldn't shut up, right? Well, they give you the phone once a week, and you're locked in your room 24/7. You get breakfast like 2:30 in the morning. You get lunch at fucking 9, 10 o'clock, and you get fucking dinner at 3:30. And you're waiting around for a brown bag in the middle of the night when 11 o'clock comes. You get a brown bag between like 11 and 3 in the morning. That means you're getting shipped out. Well, this motherfucker wouldn't shut the fuck up. And he kept asking and asking this dude and stuff. And this dude fucking, when he was on the phone, he had his fucking people check on him. And he's like, yeah, the guy you're sitting with, that kid, it says on here he's a convicted sex offender, but he's in there for check fraud. But yeah, 3 years prior to this, he had probation, but he's a registered sex offender. You want to know what happened after he found that out? Dude, he warned homie, shut the fuck up again. He wouldn't. He beat the fucking shit out of him and started raping him. I had to hear it. Not something you want to hear. In Statesville, it's never quiet in there. Ever. It's never quiet in there. Never, ever, ever. But this motherfucker, you know, like I said, karma, and he was warned, like, shut the fuck up, bro. Like, I'm trying to sleep. This is quiet time. Homie started raping him, beating the fucking shit out of him, and raping the fuck out of him. And, you know, I'm not saying, hey, he deserved it, but, like, each his own. But homie, you know, like, he was just like, fuck. I told you to shut the fuck up. And it was to the point to where, like, I knew what fucking did it. When the kid found out that you get ice cream in prison, he was like, oh, I can't wait to go to the joint and get ice cream. Before you knew it, he was in there screaming. Screaming. Then before you know, you wasn't hearing shit but him being fucking thrashed. Motherfucker. Like I said, and it became a normal thing. And like I said, I was only in Sayreville 13 days before I shipped out. I don't know what the fuck happened with homie. Now, like I said, motherfucker gonna do what he's gonna do, but like, if somebody would have told me to shut the fuck up, I think I would have been quiet. I would have respected him. You want respect, you give respect. Don't be a fucking pushover though. This motherfucker couldn't shut up. I might as well call him Quack Quack. But I just remember, and it was fucking engraved in my brain. He found out about it. He could get ice cream. That motherfucker. Oh, that was the needle. That was the fucking straw that broke the fucking camel's back. And oh man, the boy let him have it. He beat him. He beat him, rape him, beat him, rape him, beat him, rape him. It was to the point where you just hear him, no, no, please, no. You know, screaming for his fucking mother. Guards walking by, seen it, and don't give a fuck. Porters are walking by, watching it, entertained. Crazy. The fuck you supposed to do? You got mind your own. But yeah, you got shit like that going on. It's not like something that wants to be done, but like, for example, like a lot of the older homies that were like been gangbanging their whole life, when the young ones would come in, if they didn't know their literature and didn't know what they really supposed to be on, he would beat them and rape them, because in his mind they're false flagging and they're just acting like something they ain't. But really they were out there, but they didn't know anything. Like if he told them to spit that literature, like what are your 5 points if you were G, like they didn't know that shit. They didn't even know who the fucking who invented, like they didn't know Larry Hoover, David Barkster. They didn't know nothing about that. If they didn't know that, this guy would beat them and rape them. And it became a normal thing. And this guy was notorious for it. They call him Boom Boom. Not something I'd played with. I didn't have to play with it. But guess what? It was common knowledge up in that motherfucker. So, you had people in there that they just don't give a fuck. That is their home. So when you're coming through and you got some short time, you're in their world. Simple as that. So you got to carry yourself and be humble, and not act like it's this is a fucking video game, because a lot of these motherfuckers, that's what they act like. They act like when they're out doing this shit, it's a video game. Not realizing they get shot, they might not get the fuck up. They might not even be lucky enough to go to the joint. They might just get killed. They're not gonna walk out the hospital like they do in GTA. 5,000 get taken out of the bank account and you go back to doing what you're doing. No. You're gonna go like that. So that's just how that fucking cookie crumbles. But yeah, I've been on here a little longer than I should. I've seen people bouncing in and out a little bit. I always got my standard little lurkers. Whatever. It's okay. I don't mind. I'm gonna keep coming on. I'm gonna start building shit back up again. I thank everybody for your support. I want everybody to know that if there's anything you want to talk about, don't hesitate to ask. You need some insight. You want to, question, whatever. It's cool. It's cool. Like, it's cool. Like, don't worry. Like, do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. Like, I'm not gonna get mad. Like, if I can help and give you some insight, I will. Like, homie that one day, he's like, I got a crush on an old girl, but I can't conjure the courage of motherfucking, I can't conjure the courage. I said, you need to call her up right now. He's like, while I'm on live? Yeah. I said, right now. She said, no, she didn't want nothing to do with him. But I said, hey, now she knows you have interest. Maybe one day she'll want to be with you. It was a weight off his shoulders. He thanked me for it. It was cool as hell. Just like somebody told me when they found my channel, my channel prevented them from killing themselves. That right there, I don't want anybody to ever do that. But when he admitted that, he got some heart. And he told me how he felt. And he's like, if I didn't find your channel, I probably would have killed myself. And I was just like, God, it almost brought tears to my eyes. Like, I was like, what the fuck? But then I realized that motherfucker wasn't playing. He's like, you've made me realize that there is a choice. It's like I said, you always do have a choice. You do have a choice. Do not remove that from you. And don't be like these fucking humps want to hop on and they want to throw caution to the wind, acting like they on one. Where are they now? Not doing a fucking thing. I want to know why the fuck they dissing when I bought the pot that they pissed in. But they ain't got a window to throw it out, so who gives a fuck? They gotta switch up. They gotta learn. They gotta fucking behave. Fucking behave. Shape the fuck up. Check them belly buttons too. Your belly button stank. You can take that motherfucker, put it in that motherfucker rank. Your ass ain't taking care of yourself, hygiene wise. We not playing head, shoulders, knees, and toes, motherfuckers. So keep that belly button clean. Then you follow it with everything else. But dirty ass, man. Your belly button just like that is what it's the front part. If you can stick your finger in your belly button and it smells, man, you're not cleaning right. Keep that shit focused. Keep your mind at the task at hand. Positive. Just like negativity. Keep it away. Yeah, look at you. You thought I forgot about the belly button, huh? Ah! Ew. But like, comment, and if you want to subscribe, go ahead. It's another one with your boy William. Have a good night. I'll see y'all tomorrow, and I'm out. Oh.